What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks, and once again, appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel as always. So today is Friday. It is midnight, so it's actually Saturday morning, but recording this video Friday night for y'all. So just going to give an update over everything that happened Friday, just throughout the day, and then of course talk about the drops that are set for Saturday. Like, not a bunch happened today, but we did get some drops, and then we did get a look at a couple upcoming shoes. So I'm just going to give y'all a heads up on those and see if y'all interested in them. And of course, the drops for Saturday, which by the time y'all are watching this video will have already happened. But hopefully, if y'all went for stuff, you were able to cop. So I guess just to make it easy, we're going to start with the Saturday drops. So today was the release of the Air Jordan 4 Canyon Purple. Now, they're supposed to be extended size in these, and it looks like a lot of the stores like Finish Line, Hibbett, all of those stores, Foot Locker, Flex, they didn't have extended sizes. They went up to the biggest being a 12 in women's, which was a 10.5 in men's. Now, it was really interesting to see that, just because usually when they have extended sizes, they're kind of more widespread than what they are for these. But really, the only place that had extended sizes was the Sneakers app. So I will be trying for my size on sneakers for the Canyon Purple 4s. I still am on the fence about if I really like them like that or not. But since the extended size are really only in one place, I'm going to go ahead and try to cop a personal pair and then decide later on if I actually want to keep the shoe. But yeah, let me know if y'all go for it, if y'all went for it, and if you were able to cop an extended size or you just went for a smaller size. Let me know in the comments if y'all are able to get a pair. Now, the other thing that is set to drop on sneakers, and I feel like this is going to be one of those interesting ones, and I feel like it's not being talked about a lot because some people don't know or they just haven't paid attention to it in detail, but we're supposed to get a dunk that is releasing along with the Canyon Purple 4s. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up my sneakers app real quick just so I can get the name of the dunk correct. But this is the Dunk Low Wolf Gray and Pure Platinum. Now, the thing with this dunk, now of course we're used to dunks being like 100, 110 in that price range. This dunk is costing $160, which, I don't even know what to say. Like, that is well over the price of what we're used to paying for Dunk Lows. Like I said, that's like 50 above what we normally pay. So how do y'all feel about a $160 dunk? Is that worth it to y'all, or is that way too much to be paying for a dunk? Now, just kind of reading the description on sneakers, it says formal to casual, no problem, accommodate your go anywhere mentality in this timeless take on the Dunk Low. Tailored to match your gray suit, but versatile enough to sport with shorts and a tee. The Hoops Original goes premium with crisp wolf gray leather. Its silky smooth nylon liner brings big strides in comfort, while round leather laces give it a classical chic finish. So, sounds like there's going to be a little bit better materials on this Dunk Low, but does that still qualify to be $160? Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments. In my opinion, I think it's a little bit much for a dunk. I'm still going to try for the shoe just to get an in-hand look at it, of course, and bring y'all a review, but I think $160 is kind of pricey for a Nike Dunk Low. So yeah, let me know how I feel about that. But that is everything dropping on the sneakers app today, this Saturday. So yeah, let me know what y'all cop. Now, continuing on, we'll go ahead and jump to the upcoming releases that I saw today. So starting off, we got a look at the Pawn Shop and Nike SB Dunk High. Now, this is an all-black Nike Dunk High with some gold hits on there. So it looks like a gold feather or wing above the Nike logo. You have some gold stitching on here. And then on the tongue tag, on the inside of the tongue, it says Pawn Shop Skate Co. Covina, California, established 2010. And then in quotes it says Old Soul. And this looks like that terry cloth material, like that microfiber type material that we saw on the Adidas Tally. If you have not seen a review I did on those, that has that same kind of microfiber material on there. So it looks like what's on the inside of the tongue. And then you see the back of the heel, more gold stitching as well. So an interesting looking Dunk High. I'm not the biggest Dunk High person, so I'll probably end up passing on them if they even release a widespread like that. But I can see this one being like a local release in California and maybe a couple other smaller shops. So that is the Dunk High Pawn Shop. Now, continuing on, we also got a look at another Air Jordan 2 that's set to come out. This is the Air Jordan 2 Low 218. Now, I believe this is a shop in Michigan, I want to say, and they had a release in Michigan for the shoe as well. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this Jordan 2, I know it's a Jordan 2 low, not the biggest like silhouette hype around it, but the story behind this shoe is actually pretty interesting. And I found a quote by the 218 owner, and his name is Roland Rospit Coet. And the quote says, "I wanted to show that this is the color of the tainted water, and as we move forward, we wanted to get back to clean, clear water." So that's just speaking to everything going on in Flint with the water situation. So like I said, I like the story behind the shoe. I'm going to try to grab it just to get an in-detail look at it. It looks like it's got a lot of detail in the shoe, so I just want to see it in hand. And of course, if I can get it, of course, bring a review for y'all just so y'all can see the shoe as well. And then continuing on, one more early look that we got. This was for the upcoming green suede dunks. Now, I'm not going to lie, this suede on the shoe actually looks more like a green velvet. So I'm interested to see how the shoe actually looks in hand. Of course, these images come courtesy of Private Selection. If y'all not familiar with them, they get a bunch of early pairs. They get on basically everything early. So these images are coming from them. But yeah, that suede looks more velvet to me. Let me know if it looks more velvet to y'all or more suede to y'all. But an interesting looking shoe to say the least. Isn't my favorite, probably not. I don't know if I like the material on there, especially if it's more velvet than suede. Now, moving on to the restocks that we got today. So over the past couple of days, Nike and Jordan have been restocking older releases that came out early this year, and so this is basically day 3 of the releases happening. So the restocks that we got today, we got the GS Jordan 5 Moonlight, which is that like Oreo Jordan 5. We got the GS Air Jordan 1 Stage Haze, which we saw the men's Stage Haze released on the Jordan Reserve a couple days ago. We got the GS Jordan 4 Where the Wild Things Are. And then I believe that was pretty much everything. We got a couple women's mids that restocked earlier today as well. But those are like the bigger Jordans, quote unquote, that did drop today. But as you see, they were all GS sizes. So it looks like Nike's trying to just clean out inventory and move things along. I don't know if they're trying to prepare just to have space for future releases, or they're just trying to get rid of stuff that's been sitting. But like I said, this is day 3 of shoes going or restocking on the Nike app. And I know even this stuff yesterday was on, you could get it 20% off on the Nike app. So yeah, it looks like Nike's just trying to clear out inventory, get rid of all this stuff that's just sitting around. I don't blame them. I understand how it goes, so you just got to get rid of stuff. Now, I think that's everything with that. So the last thing I did want to talk about today, we had another restock of the Nike Dunk Low Pandas, and I believe we have the Panda Dunk Highs as well on the Nike app, but this is going to be strictly about the Panda Dunk Lows. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to have another restock in the month of November and December. Yeah, y'all have heard this talked about a plethora amount of times. This is probably like the new Air Force One for these dunks, because they just keep restocking and restocking and restocking them. Now, jumping to the stock numbers for these Pandas, now we have men's, women's, grade school, and I believe Tyler as well, and maybe little kids. So starting off with the men's, we have men's 6 through men's 15. There were a total of 56,780. Going to the women's pair, there was women's 5 through women's 12. We had 37,710. Going to the grade school, 3.5Y to 7Y, there were 20,016. The little kids had 10.5C through 3Y. 8,967 pairs, and then last but not least, the toddler pairs 2C through 10C, we had 6,012 pairs. So not as many Pandas as we've had in recent releases of these, but still a pretty good amount. Now, like I said, I'd expect another release of these at some point this year. It hasn't been announced yet, but I would not be shocked whenever that does happen. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, has the sneakers and Nike app just been terrible for y'all lately? And when I say that, I mean like trying to purchase product on there, like glitches and different things like that. Of course, in my, I think 2 videos ago, I talked about on the Jordan Reserve how I entered for the military blacks, but ended up getting an invoice for the Brave Blue 13s, which I don't know how that happened, but it was just one of the glitches that was on sneakers. And of course, I wasn't the only one that dealt with that glitch. So I'm actually waiting to see if I end up getting the 13 or if they just messed up and sent me the wrong invoice and actually get a Jordan 4. I think that shoe's supposed to be here today or at some point in the next couple days. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But has the app just been bad for y'all? And I bring that up because even for the Panda release today, I was trying to send my payment, and I would go into my size and then hit pay now, and the screen will come up, and it was just spinning and spinning and spinning, and it spun for like a minute plus. I had to restart the app, go back in, and it was doing the same thing. So I don't know what's been up with sneakers and Nike when it comes to just glitches and errors and just longer times for payment or paying for shoes or even just entering for shoes on their apps. And I don't know if it's like a widespread thing or if it's just certain accounts have it and others don't. If you've been experiencing these glitches and just slow runtime on either Nike or sneakers, let me know in the comments because I'm actually very curious. But this is day 2 of trying to go for something and it's just slow, glitchy, so forth and so on. And I'm not sure what the deal is. I even updated my app the other day. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe the update has been messing things up, and they just need to do another update to fix these things. But I'm hoping they get these things straightened out in the next couple of days or weeks, just because we have so much coming out in November, and I don't want to be messed up trying to cop shoes for myself. Like the Lost and Found ones, for example, is going to be a big example of a shoe that I don't want to deal with any glitches or errors on. So let me know if y'all have experienced any issues with that. It's been very frustrating, honestly. So I'm sure if you have dealt with it, it's frustrating for y'all as well. But overall, that is everything I have for this video. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping in and subscribing. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button and all notification bells so you can stay today when I post new content. Trying to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So just slowly creeping along and getting there. So if you have not already, please go ahead and subscribe. But as always, hopefully y'all enjoy y'all's weekend. We got baseball and we got football going on. So it's that perfect time where sports just going on all the time. Astros play today. Both my football teams are off this weekend, so I will just be watching the Astros today. Hopefully they can end this series and head to the ALCS. But as always, appreciate y'all for stopping. I hope y'all enjoy yourselves, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.